My name is Mr. Steve.
Welcome storytimes.
I'm a storyteller.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Mr. Steve, and this is going to be something different, completely unplanned, completely unscripted. It's going to be a vlog. I used to vlog a lot back during the heyday of the pandemic. I decided once the pandemic hit and we were all on lockdown that I would do a video a day, and once a week I would try to do a vlog where I just talked to you kids about the channel and about life. You know, a weekly wellness check, I called it, to see how you were and to talk about myself. So I thought I'd do one of those. There's a lot of things that are happening with me and with the channel that I thought I'd talk to you kids about, including a kind of special one at the end that I'm nervous about talking to you about, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, number one. My channel is being censored by YouTube. This is true. Okay, so if you're a kid and you're watching my channel on your parents' YouTube channel, then you get to see all of my videos. I've set myself up as a kids channel on YouTube. A lot of kids channels don't set themselves up on kids channels, so you can still post comments and stuff on the channel, but when you're a kids channel, you don't get to post comments. You don't get to post like a social there's big differences between saying you're a kids channel and saying you're not a kids channel, and I decided to make my channel an official kids channel. All of these videos are for kids, and I thought that might increase my chances of getting my content on YouTube Kids, which is a long-term goal of mine. YouTube just randomly decides which content gets put on YouTube Kids, and I'm hoping that eventually my channel will be one of those, but right now it is not. But here's the thing. There's an algorithm somewhere in YouTube where it looks for kids content that might be inappropriate, and if they think it might be inappropriate, they censor it from a kids channel. So from kids YouTube channels. So even though all of my videos are 100% okay for kids, YouTube has decided to keep some of them away from kids. So if you're watching this on your kids, if you kids are watching, this is so complicated to explain to someone. If you're watching my channel on your parents' YouTube account, or if you have a family YouTube account, like on TV or something like that, and you're watching my stuff there, you get all of my channels. If you have your own kids' YouTube account set up, you're not seeing about a fifth of my videos. I did a video where I played through the entirety of the Google Olympics video, and it was almost an hour and a half. It was my longest video ever, and it was a playthrough of this game, and it was a lot of fun. For whatever reason, YouTube decided, this might not be kids appropriate. We'll block it from kids watching it. My story time of when I read the book Iggy Peck Architect, YouTube decided that wasn't appropriate for kids. So here is my channel that an adult sees. See? Here's all of the videos. A good way to explain it is by going to the video games. Okay, so Doodle Champion Island Games, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, Girls Night Out, MS Edge Surf. Here, let's click Here you go. The first one is Google Doodle, followed by Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, then MS Edge Surf, then Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle, then the history of muscle toys, and then Bacon the Game. Okay, so now this is my daughter Eleanor's settings, and it looks exactly the same, right? But let's go over to video games. See? The first gaming video game is Bacon the Game. Then the Pinball Arcade Theater of Magic. Let's click on Bacon the Game.
My name is Mr. Mr. Steve.
Okay. See this list? This video may be inappropriate. This video may be inappropriate. This video may be inappropriate. YouTube is censoring me. I don't know why YouTube is censoring me, because all of my YouTube channel is kid-friendly. I have a kid-friendly YouTube channel, but YouTube has decided that some of my videos are not for kids. Here's my official Storytime page. And let's click this. Okay. Storytime, 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 Storytime. This video may be inappropriate. This video may be inappropriate. Storytime, 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 Storytime. This video may be inappropriate. Storytime, Storytime. And it's really upsetting because my entire channel is for kids, but YouTube has decided that there are some videos that kids can't watch. I don't understand it. Because I played a Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen game where I'm in a dress the entire time, and YouTube said, that's fine. But you know what's not okay? Mr. Steve playing Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle. But why is that one censored and these ones not censored? I don't get it. They censored my video where I read Rugrats Reptar to the Rescue. They said, we don't think this Rugrats book is appropriate. But then I read a GoBots book and made fun of it like crazy, and that one was on. That one kids could see. So it's all confusing, and so if you want to see all of my channels, then get your parents to let you see all of my videos, because some of them won't be available if you have a kid's YouTube account. And I think that's horrible, and I've complained to them, but it's YouTube. It's YouTube. This is just... I'm very upset about it. And now I work really hard on a video, and I work really hard to edit it myself, and I work really hard to upload it, and then I've got to cross my fingers and hope the kids can see it. I didn't even notice this until we had to set up a YouTube account for my daughter Eleanor when she was doing preschool, at-home virtual preschool, and I logged onto her account, and there are a bunch of my brand new videos I couldn't see, because YouTube has decided they were inappropriate. And so I'm fighting some censorship. I guess Mr. Steve is just too crazy for the powers that be, or whatever. But so there's that. Some of my channels, some of my videos, kids can't see. I understand when I did our special butt story time, and we read a book about butts, and we did a butt dance. I understand YouTube censoring that. I understand when we read the F is for Farts book. I understand YouTube censoring that. I read Iggy Peck Architect. I didn't even make fun of the book. There were hardly any pop culture references in it. I tried to take it as seriously as I could, and they still censored that. And so I don't understand why it's happening. Also, second point of order, I am no longer doing live story times with the nonprofit organization Loveworks Leadership temporarily. What they told me was that it was a budget thing, and that in 2018 I was let go from Barnes & Noble. Fun fact, kids, let's really talk about this. I worked with Barnes & Noble for about 18 years, and then Barnes & Noble was hurting so much financially that they were struggling. The bookstore company, the bookstore, they were struggling to stay in business long enough to finalize a deal where they were purchased by some sort of British company, conglomerate, I don't know. So in order to stay in business, they fired almost 2,000 full-time employees. It was a massive purge. And so I was let go, but I desperately wanted to find a place to do story time again. And as it turns out, one of the parents who would constantly come to my story times, he ran a nonprofit that worked with kids in Norman, Oklahoma. And so together we created a live story time event called Raising Little Leaders. And we started it in March of 2018, and we've been doing it up until now. It's still going on. There's one this weekend. I just won't be there because they can no longer afford to have me come in and do it. They said that hopefully a few months, or maybe a year down the line, they will have me come back and do story times, just not now. I'm very upset about this. I think I actually haven't told my two youngest, so Maxwell, this is the first time he's hearing about it. I didn't think about that. Don't tell Eleanor, okay? Don't tell Eleanor. So I won't be doing Loveworks for a while. I am hoping that what they said is true and that it's just a budget thing and that in a few months I'll be back to doing story times with them. There's a part of me that worries that they fired me for a specific reason, which I'll get to at the end. But for now, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm not doing Loveworks story times, but I'll be doing it soon. Hopefully. Third point of order, it's back to school time for most of my kids. Eleanor, last year we did virtual school for all three of my, Eleanor did preschool. Maxwell did third grade. Bella was doing her sophomore year of high school, all here at home. And because of the pandemic, it was real easy to sign kids up for virtual school, and there were websites and emails, and it was really super easy to get everyone onto virtual school because of the pandemic. This year, people are really wanting to pretend that everything's back to normal. It's not. There's a thing called the Delta variant. But here in Shawnee, Oklahoma, they've made it impossible to get into virtual school. They're not even doing kindergarten anymore, so Eleanor has to go to school. And then Bella didn't qualify to do her junior year in virtual, so they have to go back to school. So everyone's going back to school except for Maxwell. Maxwell qualified. He's doing fourth grade.
I'm here.
Yeah, he's doing. So Eleanor's at school right now, and Bella's at school right now. Maxwell's at home because virtual school is starting next week for him. So yeah, hey, you and me for a while. There you go. So I'm gonna continue being your teacher.
Yeah. Right now I'm pretending this.
Yeah, well, Mom is going to be coming out soon, and Mom doesn't like it when you turn the vacuum cleaner into a sword, so maybe you should put that back. Okay. So yeah, this is a school day for most of my kids, but not Maxwell.
Yeah.
Not Maxwell. So there's that. Also, so there's one final thing I wanted to tell you kids about. I waited until the end of story time, until it's I've waited until the end of the video where we're well past 10 minutes, and probably not most of you will still be watching this. And I'm glad that Maxwell is here.
Yes.
Because I wanted to say this. Okay. Sometimes I wear dresses. Mm-hmm. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It's 2021.
Yeah.
There's pink isn't for girls.
Yeah. A lot
and blue isn't for guys.
I'd just like to say something.
Yes.
There's two bad scenarios that I've been in and surprisingly both of them happened at school. So the first one is when I was in my old school. I had long hair, and
people said, "Oh, you're a boy. You have long hair, like a girl. You have girl's hair, stuff like that."
Yeah, they would call me a girl.
Rude. Rude.
Yeah.
Guys can have long hair. Girls can have short hair. Guys can wear pink. Girls can wear blue.
They also said now in my normal school, Horseman. I love Horseman.
Horace-man, and not Horseman, a man who's been bitten by a radioactive horse and has horse powers. I like to call it Horseman, but no, it's Horace Man.
In third grade. Second grade.
Second grade.
Second grade, they started saying that pink and purple are for girls and all the rest of the colors are for boys. No! Colors don't have genders.
Toys don't have genders.
Yeah.
Boys can play with My Little Ponies.
Hair doesn't have
Girls
gender.
can play with, I don't know, Marvel superhero toys. Yeah. So in that same way, back in the day, women weren't allowed to wear pants. That was a huge plot point in the movie The Jungle Cruise. They're like, this woman wears pants, and everyone can't believe it. So women can wear pants.
Yeah.
So sometimes I wear a dress, and I like it. And when I wear a dress, I am a woman. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Once we went to Goodwill once. I got skirts.
Mm-hmm.
And one tutu.
Yeah.
I have them in my room. I don't really wear them that much, but on some occasions, while I'm wearing a dress, I'll be wearing a skirt sometimes.
Yeah.
To like give the dress a little puff.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm still Steve. Sometimes I'm a woman named Steve.
Yeah.
Glad that I brought this up. And thank you, Maxwell, for helping me. So we got to go pick up Eleanor. Thanks for watching this vlog. It was really scary for me to say some of this. But I'm glad I did. Thanks for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe and all those things I'm supposed to say because I'm somebody on YouTube, and we will see you later. Bye.
Bye.
And we say bye-bye.